Hola. Sorry. I haven't made a video in a while. I lied. I have made several videos. And one of two things keeps happening. Either my phone shuts it off, because I am limited on El Spaso, or I didn't really feel the need to post it anymore. Or I went to make a video, it took too long, and basically just vented to myself. It is Tuesday today. It is the day of twos. Two. Hope everyone is doing well. It is just about 5 o'clock. I am on my drive home. I almost did make a video. I gotta try to keep this under 10 minutes. I might just pull over. I know Steve, I don't know if you, I'm sorry. I don't know if you, I want to call you Steve, but I don't want to offend you either. So I'll just keep calling you Steven. But if I do call you Steve, don't be offended. Because some people are weird like that. You know, there was a guy, I know a guy named Len. And I was a little buzzed up one time and I called him Lenny and he got pissed off at me. Yeah. I mean, he's a drunk too, right? So he is half in the bag. But he is very close to God. He's a very spiritual person, extremely down to earth. And I was taken away when I accidentally offended him by calling him Lenny. So I tend to try to call people by the name they want to be called by. And you put Steven on your thing, so I'm assuming that's what you want. I've wasted 2 whole minutes talking about that. Anyway, broken reality. I see you, girl. I see you. I've been catching up. I was just catching up on some free-range slavery. And, I thought, oh shit, I need to make a video. Let's see. You want to know some COVID updates in my world? My boss is back to work. I hope everybody, I know there were a couple people that were worried. A couple people were reaching out and commenting on different videos. My boss is back to work. He was back to work like last week. Friday, was it? Thursday or something? I'm not sure. But he is perfectly fine. He looked good. His first couple days back, his voice was a little scratchy. It was very like hoarse, you know. Yeah, I don't need your help, thank you. And now I talked to him today about it, and he said his voice is a little raspy every once in a while, but he's good. And he said Well, I'll tell you, I don't give a shit. He said, when I was asking him about it, he said, yeah, I just received number 2 of Moderna, and he said, as of a few minutes ago. No, I didn't say anything. He's my boss, right? He's the owner. He's the big brother. He's the big dog. He's awkward to talk to, so when I can have a normal conversation with him without feeling this awkwardness of like, what do I talk about? Or like say something. He's really awkward to talk to. He's just an awkward person to talk to. He's all business. You know, all business. If you don't have anything to say to him about the company or about business, then don't fucking talk to him. But he's very nice. Anyway, we were having a nice conversation. It was very cool. And so I didn't want to fuck it up. But he said, yeah, I don't want to get COVID, man. I thought, But apparently he got tested twice while he was super sick. He was negative on COVID both times. I'm pretty sure that was the shot that made him sick, not COVID. Right? That was that shit taken. Man, there's a lot of traffic on this road. I literally went down this road so there would be no traffic and I could pull over like I figured I was going to. I thought that was somebody else. So anyway, I'm halfway through this video and I'll tell you a little bit about my COVID updates. My niece and nephew are sick with COVID. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say sick. They are at home playing video games with 2 weeks off school with COVID. All right. My older sister says she went and got tested with the kids, and she had to throw a little snide ass remark in there. And so the kids got COVID, and I've been vaccinated, and vaccines work, and I didn't have COVID. Imagine that. I'm like, oh yeah, imagine that. Let that one go right over the head. But so this is what she did. I'll tell you real quick. I'll try to give you a quick rundown. This is what she did. She says they got tested. I freaked out. She didn't say I freaked out. Maybe she did. She said, I had to call the school, grab the kids out of school, inform them, let them handle everything they needed to handle on their end. Talk to parents that that the kids were around, blah, 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 blah. Side note, my little sister has COVID for a second time, and she's cool. She's fine. Sniffles. Little sniffly action. Maybe a slight fever. I don't even think she had a fever, actually. Headache and sniffles. She had clinicals. She had, trials for whatever she's doing. I think she's becoming a nurse, and she had to get tested anyway, so she just went in, a few days early. And COVID. That's where the niece and nephew got it. She's out in Minnesota, by the way. I got family all over the fucking place, okay? So, younger sister got COVID, second time. She's pregnant this time, and she's still perfectly fine. Anyway, kids. So, the school shut fucking 6th grade down. All kids in 6th grade went home. Because my niece has, switches classes a lot. Whereas my nephew's only 9. So he's 10, he still stays in the same class all day. So they just made him stay home, right? So my sister says, I can't go to work now, which is kind of a bummer, even though I tested negative, because I have no one to stay home and watch the kids, so now I gotta stay home and watch the kids. And I'm like, wait a minute. You obviously take this as serious enough to take your kids out of school and make them quarantine for 2 weeks. Okay? I said, now, you can still transmit if you're vaccinated, right? I mean, that's what they said, right? I try to, ease into it. I don't want to sound like conspiracy theorist right off top, because how she is. And she's like, yeah, I can still transmit. And I said, okay, so you can still transmit, and you're worried about the kids. This is such a serious deal that you took kids out of school and make them quarantine for it, but you're not worried about. But you just said you would go to work because you tested negative or whatever. But how do you know that wasn't a false negative? And being a transmitter, you're obviously not that worried because you transmitted to all the sick people you work with. She's a nurse. She works at the hospital. Nurses they don't handle healthy people, right? So, and her response was, I said, but you're not worried about that, right? And she was like, well, I'd be wearing a mask. Oh, I forgot. The veil of immunity. But, so that's more family contradiction. I'm going on 10 minutes here. I don't know how much longer I should do this. It's just going to cut out. So, I love you all. I love you and you. In the back, that guy. He's alright. But, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope everyone is at peace today. Hope everybody is positive, minded, and spreading it like wildfire. The earth, the world, the globe is brighter because you are in it. And don't let anybody tell you anything different, period. So remember that, think about it, reflect on it, and keep it inside you. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.